Shalom, shalom. PSA, man, I've started a new channel, Melchizedek Fraternal Order of Priest Hood, and be looking for that channel. I'll put that up in a I guess a short. I did a PSA I think yesterday, but I'll be putting that up, so you guys can go check out the other channel. I feel led by the Most High that He's calling me to sit down and go ahead and start putting together lessons, and don't be so I guess so unpredictable. You know what I mean? He wants me to start taking the time out of my day through the week to put together a message for Shabbat, Friday night through Saturday. So I'll be studying all through the week, and allowing the Most High to speak to my heart and give me a word for Yasharel, and you'll be able to go on that channel, and I'll be able to provide you with the scriptures, and that way you can go sit down and read it for yourself, and you can see the truth for yourself. Like I say, this channel right here, I've been operating off of this channel for a minute, and it's really just been a channel where I come on here and speak, and give my point of views, and you can say my opinions, but it really is cohesive with the Torah, my views, and how I see certain things, and why my perception is the way that it is. And I'm still learning some things, skeptical about some things, but I try the spirit by the spirit. But anyway, yeah, you can go to my new channel, and I'll be on that channel teaching and bringing forth the message of Yahuwah, so that you guys can really go and see and hear the word from the Most High, man, so that we can change our ways, and repent and come up under the Most High while it's still time. As a servant of the Most High, I try to do my part too, to to work my way into the kingdom, because it's not all about you asking for forgiveness, and it's not all about this, it's about repentance. It's about asking them into your heart, but it's also about, following the instructions, what I'm saying, following the Torah. And that's truly what it means to follow the word, so we'll be looking at the state of Yasharel, you know what I mean, and coming from the word, and just allowing the word to speak. But today I got on here because the Most High had given me had put some things on my heart, you know what I mean. I was reading yesterday on the Sabbath, you know what I mean, and I had come to the understanding, overstanding, and understanding of how important it is for us to not only read the word, but retranslate the word, because as we know it, and as we stand under the words today that's in the Bible today, as we stand under those words, we stand under a mistranslation of the word. We stand under a mistranslation of the word, and so it's important for us to retranslate the word. And what I mean by that is, it's important for us to not just read the interpretation in English, but to read the interpretation also in its original text, which is Hebrew. And if you want to do that, you can just go to BibleHub.net, and you can research these words and really see the real meaning of these words, so you can get a proper understanding of what these words are. It's very important that you do that, because if you don't, then you won't understand what it is that the word is conveying to you. And so a lot of the times we don't have the time to do so, and so that's why I've created this new channel. That way I can bring forth certain messages to you, and break down the words, so that you can have a proper understanding of what the scriptures are saying. Because you have to understand that now that we are waking up to who we are, to the fact that we are Yahudah and not Judah, Yahudah, because there was no J. The J is still basically in its infant stages. And so we have to understand that there wasn't a such thing as J, and that there was a scale. You see what I'm saying? From Hebrew to Aramaic, which is the sister language to Hebrew, and Arabic is the sister language to Aramaic, and Greek, and Latin, which is the sister language of Greek, basically. And then you got German, and you just got different dialects, which is basically where your English come from. Because we understand too that the English language is a curse. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, in school they taught you spelling. So what are you doing? You're casting spells. You see what I'm saying? Because in the Hebrew language, the Hebrew language is a foundation. It's firm. You know what I'm saying? It has a certain meaning, and it doesn't stray away from that meaning. And if you've watched other videos that I've put up, I've explained this, that it's only in this language that one word can mean several different other things. You know what I mean? And that's why it's basically like the serpent language, because it has two meanings, more than one meaning. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you see the split in the tongue of the serpent. You see what I'm saying? You can go more deeper in that to, what I'm saying, like, a lot of people, they don't interpret the book, correctly. You see what I'm saying? And so, you have to understand that when the scripture said that there was a serpent in the garden, it wasn't talking about a literal snake. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when people say, you keep your grass cut and watch the snakes, because snakes will look you dead in your eyes and you know what I'm saying, and still bite you. You know what I mean? And people sometimes are referred to snakes, or to a certain type of animals. Like some people say they're a shark. That's like you got a loan shark. You see what I'm saying? So that's just like, back in the day when the Black Panthers came out, they looked at themselves as panthers. You know what I'm saying? That was their symbol. So a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, is interchangeable with the animals. So when you look into the garden, and I hope I'm helping someone. Like, share, and subscribe. Man, send this to your friend, man, so they can start getting on this journey. Because, man, I want to keep you informed, because there's a lot of things that's coming, man. We have to be prepared, man. You know what I mean? The most important thing is being under this covenant. You know what I'm saying? Because if you not, then, man, there's a lot of things, that's going on that, I can't really explain here. I'm getting into, I'm guessing with this other channel that I got, um, I'm gonna set up a Patreon so that, we can take a lot of the things from that, from that platform, from YouTube to Patreon, so we can go deeper in depth, I guess, and not be so censored, on here, and, not offend everybody, with the content that I'm putting out. Definitely because I feel led that the Most High is, leading me to be more specific with my content and my language and stuff like that, so that I can monetize my page, and that way, we can come on and have, you know, um, studies together, and then, on certain other nights we can go, when things, get deeper in debt, we can go to Patreon. But, you just gotta understand that it's just me by myself. So, and I got a lot of things on my plate that I'm taking care of. Like, I pray the Most High send me people, that can, that's on my same level and on my same frequency, so that, this vision and this plan that he gave me can expand. But my point is this, is that the reason why I'm saying this is because, when I started to look up these words yesterday, I started to see why the scripture said that my people perish for the lack of knowledge, which is in Hosea 4:6. And then why it's so important for us to study to show ourselves approved, which is 2 Timothy 2:15. And I started to realize why it is so important for us to study, man. And I would like to, build up my following, not because I want to, I'm looking for any praise or any kudos or nothing like that, but, it's time that we usher in the kingdom. It's time that, we start to, build up the kingdom of the Most High, which is his people. You see what I'm saying? And in order to do that, people have to be properly taught. You see what I'm saying? And so, because I don't have at the moment, the Most High shall provide, but I don't have a source of income. I'm not really able to take a lot of time out of my day in order to, sit down and study the word, to be able to bring it forth to you, so that, it can light a fire and ignite a fire in you. And so you can go do the studying for yourself. You see what I'm saying? And start to see how important it is for you, to make time for the Most High. To set aside time. That to me is true worship and true praise. Create an altar. That's what, basically creating the altar is when you, take time out of your busy schedule to give time to the Most High, to worship him, in spirit and truth. That's what the word says. The word says that they that worship me must worship me in spirit and truth. You see what I'm saying? It's not you, stepping and, doing cartwheels and falling out and jumping out the gym. That's not true worship. True worship, is those that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth. So we understand that, the spirit is the comforter. The Ruach HaKodesh is the comforter. And the Ruach HaKodesh is going to make all things, he's going to make you to understand all things. He's going to make you, he's going to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding when you read the word. You see? And so sometimes it takes the Most High working through us, and I'm still a work in progress, but I'm getting it together, but I'm still a work in progress. And, every day, I start to understand that it's not about the monetary things. It's not about me, you know what I'm saying? And I've never made it about me, but, a lot of the things, has been because man, I've been in a lot of warfare. You know what I'm saying? And I understand now that this battle that we're in, and I understood then, you know what I mean, but I even understand now even the more that this is a spiritual battle. You see what I'm saying? And you can't fight in the carnal. You know, no matter what you say to people, no matter what, how you try to prove yourself, you know, and try to make people see that, you know, certain things, they're not going to do it because people, you know what I'm saying, are going to believe what they want to believe, and they're going to be entitled to their own opinion. And so, you know, as I got up this morning, you know, I was pondering on some things, and I was like, you man, a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying, we give the devil too much glory. You know what I'm saying? We give the devil too much glory, man. It don't be the devil all the time. Sometimes it just be us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the things that we do is just the result of our thinking, of our stinking thinking. You know what I'm saying? It, you know, the only thing that the devil or the adversary, Hasatan, which is the adversary, or the devil, which is the deceiver, can do to you is tempt you. That's all he can do. He can tempt you. You know what I'm saying? He can make it to where you look at a person and be like, man, I don't like him, so I'm going to treat this person this way. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? He can put a female in front of you, you know what I'm saying, with you know, skimpy clothes, and she's dressed provocatively, you know what I'm saying, and he can put that in front of you because, you know, that's why you got to be careful of what's the damn people, places, and things, because that's what the enemy uses in order to tempt you. He uses people, places, and things. You know, you might be going here to do something, and as soon as you get there, you know what I'm saying, you know, you run into somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you really didn't want to run into, because, you know, when you run into them, they're going to be talking about certain things that, you know, you did when you was in the world. You see what I'm saying? Or they're living a certain type of way that you're not living anymore. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what you say to them to encourage them to you know, to stop the sinful nature and behavior, they don't want to listen to you. So, you know, that's how the devil he uses people, places, and things. And so, you know, I remember back when I was you know, in a relationship with this young lady, and you know what I'm saying, you know, because the enemy is always gonna attack you with the things that you crave the most, that you desire the most, basically. Like, you know, the things, you know, the enemy, he knows what you like. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, some people might like cars and clothes and shoes and money. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it might be women. Some people, it might be drugs, whatever. He knows what you like. But in my case, you know, a lot of times, you know, that's why I've had to discipline myself. And, you know, man, I've overcame a lot of things, man, you know. But at the same time, saying with me, you know, the vice that he used to attack me with the most was women. And so, you know, as I was dating this young lady, you know, we'll be out and about, but he attacking her too. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know what I'm saying? And this is how the enemy works to break up relationships. You know what I'm saying? You know, to break up marriages and happy home. You know, money is one of the main things that the enemy uses to cause, you know, the foundation to be disrupted. And so, you know, we'll be out and about, and you know what I'm saying, it'll, you know, the enemy will put a woman over here. You know, I got eyes in my head. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm not on no leash. You know what I'm saying? You don't control my eyes or nothing. Be secure within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And understand that, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's women out there. It's other women out there. You know, yeah, a man gonna look. A man is being a man. That's what, you know, makes us two different creatures. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. You know, it ain't like I be trying to be disrespectful, but, you know, I tried to get her to understand, because she would act out in public. You know what I'm saying? And so when we would get to the house, I tell her, I'd be like, hey, man, look, I understand that, you know, you upset about certain things, but, you know, when we in public, that's not the place to try to chastise me or try to, you know, cause a scene. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem, You know what I'm saying? Wait till we get home and let's talk about it. Then when we get home, we argue. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say this, that I told her, I said, look, the enemy, you know what I'm saying, is fighting, is using these women and putting them in certain places when I'm with you, because he knows how you are and he knows how I am. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, the Most High gave you eyes. You know what I'm saying? You should be secure in yourself. I come home to you every night. You see what I'm saying? You know, I buy you things. I pay your bills. She, you know, I ain't saying she's nothing, but you know what I'm saying, she doesn't really matter. She's just someone that I see out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm trying to talk to her or anything like that. And so I was trying to get her to understand that, you see what I'm saying, that was the enemy, you know what I mean, you know, using this woman and putting her there to, you know, cause a scene, because I'm aware of my surroundings, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, the enemy, knowing, you know, how she is, you know, and how she feels about you know, certain things, you know, cause her to blow up and have an attitude. So I'm just trying to tell you, that's why it's so important for us, you know what I'm saying, to have knowledge of these things. And so it goes back to me saying that Hosea 4:6, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And so, like I say, the other day I was reading the scriptures, and I had came across these two words, and one of the words was wicked, and then another one of the words was scorner, or scoffer, or mocker, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, where I am today, you know what I'm saying, you know, I get mocked a lot, you know what I'm saying, and I know it's an attack from the enemy, because, you know, the enemy, you know, when he can't destroy you physically, you see what I'm saying, he can when you living in sin. When you living in sin, he can destroy you. You know, when you're improperly using the body, you know, when you're improperly using the body, meaning same sex relationships, you know, then you acquire a disease. You know what I mean? You know, which, you know, back in the day, HIV, you know, or AIDS was the disease, but now they made a cure for it, which they had a cure for it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it was created in the lab. You know what I mean? From my understanding, but, you know, I really think that it come from, you know, the improper usage of the body. You see what I'm saying, or whatever, and you know, I don't want to say sex outside of marriage, but, you know, because to me, you know, marriage is sex. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what marriage is to me. You know, when you know, that's why it's called a soul tie. And so, you know, when we, you know, have sex before we meet the right partner who, you know what I'm saying, you know, the most high is designated for us, because, you know, I got my own opinion on things like that. And it's not really my opinion. It line up with scripture. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not, you know, that's why I say it's so important for us to know the word, to study, to show ourselves approved. And that's why I created this other channel. So, you know, certain things we can go back and look and find out and get the true understanding of it. You know, because the Most High said, in all thy getting, get an understanding. But anyway, you know, I say this to say this, that, so, you know, as I was looking up the words on, like I say, you can go to BibleHub.net, you know, to really, you know, see these words translated from English to Hebrew, you know, and it's really important to do that, because in doing so, then you find out what the true meaning of what it is to be wicked. You know, and so as I looked up wickedness means criminal. You know what I'm saying? So when you catch a criminal charge here in the States, it's because you're being wicked. You see what I'm saying? So and like I said, you can go to all praises be to the Most High, glory to the Holy One of Yasharel. Uh, Blessings, peace and blessings to you, Most High. Thank you, all praises, glory to your holy name. And so you can look at Strong's Hebrew 3917b to scorn. Definition: scorn, nice, exhaustive concordance, word origin, a prime root. Hallelujah. Concordance, word origin. Its definition: to scorn, NASB translation, carry on as a scoffer, deride, envoys, interpreter. Then you got the Strong's Hebrew 3093, which means to be proud and hefty and lawful. So when you see in the scriptures where it says heftiness, that a hefty person. So let's do this. Let's go to the scriptures real quick, and I'm gonna show you a couple of examples of haughty and pride. That's why it says when the hold on just a second, because I can read it for you better than I can So let's go to the scriptures real quick. I ain't gonna be too long, man. I'm gonna be about 30-40 minutes real quick, but you know how I be on this channel. I don't really prepare for nothing, but on my other channel, you know what I mean, I will make sure that I keep it simple. You know, KIS, keep it simple, stupid, but you know, we say KIS, keep it simple. So we're gonna go to hefty. Let's look up hefty. So let's do it in Proverbs. Okay, Samuel in Psalms 131:1, Yahuwah, my heart is not hefty, nor my eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an hefty spirit before a fall. Before destruction, the heart of man is hefty, and before honor is humility. Proverbs 21:24. Pride and hefty scorners is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. So you can see how when you go do the translation of what pride is, and let me take you to hold on just a second. We're gonna go to Isaiah 14. Let's go to Isaiah 14 right quick. Because when you go to Isaiah 14, then you get to see how the third of the angels, Ha-Satan, was kicked out of the heavenlies. So how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the side of the pit. So you see that he became hefty, or he became a scorner, a scoffer of the word, and you know that's the reason because he scoffed, he became proud. You see what I'm saying? So let's go to Proverbs 6:16. 6:16. These 6 things do Yahuwah hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination to him, a proud look. So that's what a scorner is. a proud look. But we're gonna see later on that is also rebellion. You see what I'm saying? Because a lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood. All these things that's being read off here that's that Solomon is reading off to you basically go back to the Ten Commandments. Hands that shed innocent blood, that's murder. A lying tongue, which is bearing false witness. A proud look, which is breaking basically all four of the commandments, basically making yourself God, basically. A heart that devises wicked imaginations. Let's go steal and do this and take this, you know what I'm saying? Feet that be swift and running to mischief, you know what I'm saying? Which is basically the commandments, the Ten Commandments. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So, three of these things were basically, you know what I'm saying, or two or three were with the tongue, you know what I'm saying? So it has a lot to do with pride. You see what I'm saying? So let's go back over here to the Hebrew words, because I want you to see the difference. A presumptuous man, 3039, proud, hefty. A presumptuous man, hefty, scoffer is his name. And so David in the Psalms said, ask the Most High to forgive him of any presumptuous sins. You see what I'm saying? And that's what presumptuous sins is proud, not having mercy, even though it is our job to teach the word and allow the word to convict and advocate the word and allow the word to convict. So to show you your sins, you see what I'm saying? So, and we judge you through the word. That way, you know what I'm saying, you can see it through the word, and a lot of people take it out on us because we're the messenger, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it's the word, but Strong's Hebrew 3944, spelling, definition, a scorner, not exhaustive concordance, word origin from its definition, a scorning, a scoffer, scoffing, scorners. Hebrews 582, man, mankind, men, mortal man, ordinary, scoffers, scorners, soldiers. Strong's Hebrew 2086, insolence, presumptuous, nay, oppress the arrogant. Proverbs, proud, hefty, scoffers, proud and hefty, scorners, proud, hefty, scorners. Isaiah 13:11. It gives you all the definitions where you can go look up certain things too and see how it correlates with the word. Strong's Hebrew 25:30. With peaks the mountain has desired, and scoffers delight themselves in scoffing, and the scorners delight in their scorning. Ambassadors, scoffers delight like in strife, in his mouth blows cause, and blows for the back, for scorners, and stripes for the back. Scorners, judgment. So, anytime, what I'm saying, somebody is delivering the word, and, what I'm saying, you become angry and become aggressive and become hateful to them people because, what I'm saying, really we care for your soul. That's why we take the time out of our day to read this to you, because nobody ever took the time out of their day to do it for us. You know what I'm saying? And so we had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? We had to learn from our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's why the word says that Yeshua became obedient by the things he suffered. So us too, being followers of Hamashiach, we became obedient by the things we suffered. By the many of sins that we committed that the Most High chastened us for. Right now this is not the result of chastening. You know what I'm saying? But I have been through things where I have been chastened for and I thank the Most High that he didn't take my life. I thank the Most High that he didn't allow something to happen to me when I was in sin, and I didn't understand, the difference between why it was so important to be under covenant and, not being under covenant. Because I remember one time I was selling drugs, and the Most High told me long time to quit. But a lot of the times, like Sarah, we try to bring forth the Most High's plan. We get into His way, and try to bring forth His plan, because He promised us some things, and so we try to bring forth the baby on our own, in our flesh. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that at the time. But now I understand how important it is to allow the process in order to birth the baby. You see what I'm saying? You have to go through the process. You have to go through the trimesters, the 3 trimesters of 3 months. You have to go through the different trimesters in order to produce the baby. Then you got to go through the labor pains. Then you got to go through the travailing, the pushing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. When the Most High made you a promise, and it's to come to pass. So sometimes we get in this way by trying to do it in our flesh. And that's what Sarah did when she tried to bring forth the promise, which was Isaac. She tried to do it through Hagar. You know what I'm saying? She got in the way and gave Hagar to her husband in order to produce, and that was basically us operating in the flesh, because you have to understand that the man is the head and the woman is the body. You see what I'm saying? So the body is the flesh, you know what I'm saying? And so Sarah in her flesh, the body, was trying to produce the blessings, without proper vision, without proper knowledge, without hearing, without, without following proper instructions. You know what I'm saying? So pretty soon you're going to see here, judgments are prepared for the scoffers. Judgments are prepared for the scoffers, are prepared for scorners. Judgment and blows the back. So, a scoffer is, those people which, when, the servants of the Most High bringing forth the word, then you see them out in public, and then you want to try to embarrass them, and you want to try to, make them feel this small, because, they came out of sin and they don't wish to live in sin no more, because they know the results of sin, because they know that the wages of sin is death, which is Romans 3:23. I think that's what it is. Scoffers is punishment, the naive. When the scoffer is punished, the simple is punished. So now we're gonna go to wicked. So that was the wickedness. Let's look at wicked. The definition of wicked. And this is strong Hebrews 75:63. Wicked, criminal. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it for yourself. I'll put it up there so you can see it yourself. It's Rasha. It's the Strong's Concordant. Rasha, wicked. That's the word in Hebrew, Rasha. And it's a criminal original word. So, in English terms, when you see criminal, that's what it means to be wicked. So anytime, that's why when you're out here and you're living in the streets and you're doing certain things that you don't have no business doing, because whether you feel that it's right doesn't make it right. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a lot of reason why, I'm facing a lot of, because, I could be going with the crowd, but I choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand, where that path leads to, a dead end road. You see what I'm saying? And it is my obligation and my duty and my responsibility to warn others of where that road leads to. So and after you hear and hear this warning and heed to it, you can either stop or you can keep going and face the judgment that, that has been prepared for you by the Most High. You see what I'm saying? After I've given you warning. You see what I'm saying? And what it really means to be wicked. is to be a criminal. You see what I'm saying? So if you out here selling drugs and you out here stealing and robbing and killing and or not killing but murdering, and you doing all these things, you see what I'm saying? Then you are a criminal. Then you are wicked. You know, and so like I said, when I seen this, because for some reason I just went and looked up these words to see what was the meaning, and this is what it came to. um Phonetic, which phonetia spelling, definition, wicked, criminal. Strong's Hebrew 7561, to be wicked, act wickedly. Rasha, Strong's Concordance, to be wicked, act wicked, original word, part of speech, translation, Rasha phonetic spelling, definition, to be wicked, act. Scoundrels, ungodliness. That's why in Psalms it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly." You know what I'm saying? Because the ungodly, is gonna tell you, yeah, go out there and do this hit for me, or go out there and do this for me, and go out here and what I'm saying, sell these drugs and do this and do that. That's what the ungodly will do. You know what I'm saying? But the godly will tell you that you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fight between good and evil. Yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Being in the feminine energy and being in the masculine energy. When you operate in feminine energy, the feminist energy, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do what's impulsive, because females operate in impulsiveness. You see what I'm saying? That's why they not the head, because they don't think things out. Some majority of the time, yeah, they good in business, yeah, they smart, but when it comes to being logical, they don't really have it there. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just like them saying hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying? They make other females think that it's okay to be a whore. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, see, the devil not slick. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil, he know the things. The devil, he be around, man. He got people, you know, demons assigned to you. You see what I'm saying? And they've been assigned to you all your life. That's why you think some people, die in their sins, because they out here living wickedly. But then some people, you know what I'm saying, the ones that you see and they take too early, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't really out here doing nothing, but they got took early, is because the enemy knew that there was what was a purpose and a calling on their lives. You see what I'm saying? But when you're not up under the covenant, you have no protection. You see what I'm saying? So the enemy has right to your life. You see what I'm saying? That's why it tells you not to be hot or cold. I mean, to be lukewarm. You see what I'm saying? Because lukewarm is straddling the fence. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be either hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? At least when you cold, the enemy know he got you. He'll allow you to live out your life until it's time for you to pay up with him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, when you live in lukewarm, you know what I'm saying, you not on either side, and you like, well, it ain't no God and all this other stuff you believe. I'm just going to live my life and this and this and that. And then tragedy comes. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of that. So you got scoundrels. So when somebody call you a scoundrel, that's what they calling you, wicked, ungodliness, worthless one. Rasha, definition, wickedness, ill-gotten, ill-gotten gain. You see what I'm saying? Where you behind closed doors slandering people, you know what I'm saying? And receiving kickbacks and, and getting bribed. You know what I'm saying? That's ill-gotten gain, wicked acts, wickedness. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for you to go back and get the proper definition in Hebrew. The word origin for the same as Rasha, definition, wickedness, translation, evildoer. Guilt. In Greek it's called res. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of it. I have to go back and look at it. But in Greek, it's called res or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is showing guilt. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the all those words are a derivative from the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? That's why, a lot of times in a lot of my messages, you know what I'm saying, at one time I did know him as Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But now I know him as Yahusha. You see what I'm saying? That's what I call him as now. You see what I'm saying? Because, as we study to show ourselves approved, we learn. You see what I'm saying? Anybody that stops learning, that basically means you're dead. So if you still calling them Jesus and you don't understand that there's a name that's higher than that name, because he, the Most High sits high and looks low. So he will meet you there. You see what I'm saying? But it comes a time in your life where you got to come up. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people think that, they can continue in sin and they don't have to come up. The Most High always challenges you. If a woman or a man doesn't challenge you, that's probably not the person for you, because your mate is going to either make you better or make you worse. Anybody in your life is going to make you better. If they make you better, they need to be there. If they make you worse, then they got to go. You know what I'm saying? If they not reciprocating the energy, they not reciprocating, to you, they got to go. You know what I'm saying? Until they can get they self together. You know what I mean? And show you and prove to you. That's why you should know a tree by the fruit that it bears. You see? And so, Strong's Hebrew 4209, purpose, propose, schemer, thoughts, vile deeds, wicked schemer, wickedly. Hebrew 1846, Strong's Hebrew 1846, go out, be exhausted of lamp, always figurative, lamp of wicked. That's the same thing in Matthew 25. The wise virgins and the unwise virgin, 5 wise and 5 unwise virgins. The 5 wise, they kept their lamps lit when it got dark. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to have enough oil to continue to stay righteous, continue to stay good. You see what I'm saying? That's why the word says the lamp is a light unto my path, and a lamp unto my path, and a light unto my feet. Warning from me. Warn the wicked. That's Hebrew, Strong's Hebrew 2094. Strong's Hebrew 2154. This is what Paul was talking about when Paul said, the certain things that that people wouldn't get into the kingdom of heaven for. You will not enter into the kingdom of heaven for these type of acts. And this is in criminal law, even in the Americas. Lewdness, lustful crimes, plans, wicked schemes, wickedness. So when you see lewd acts, this is what it's talking about, criminal acts. You see what I'm saying? That's what it means to be lewd. Lewdness, lewdly. Here, look at it. That's what it means to be lewd. I'm trying to get my stuff together, man. That way, you know what I'm saying, I can get me a place, and you know what I mean, I can be able to, to give the Most High what he requires. Even though I give it to him now, but I'm just saying to give it to him even more, so I can, bring forth this word to you guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys who not able to do, you know what I'm saying, I can give it to you, and you can have a proper understanding. Look, Strong's Hebrew 205, trouble, sorrow, wickedness, sorrow. This is what it means when the Most High is talking about sorrow, trouble, unrighteousness, vanity. This is what it means, vanity. When you hear them talking about vanity in the word, he's talking about wickedness. You know what I'm saying? The things of this world are vanity. Let's go there. Look, Let's go there. Let's go to the. I'm gonna be a while, so just hold on. I hope y'all learning something. So let's go to vanity in the Bible. Let's do it in Proverbs. Okay, here goes Psalms 4:2. O ye son of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity? Vanity, wickedness. See, that's why it's so important for you to go to the scriptures or go to the Hebrew concordance so you can understand what the scriptures is saying. And seek after leasing, Selah. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, wickedness. All these things are wickedness. Cursings. You know how we ain't talking about the cussing, C-U-S-S. We talking about cursing. The C-U-R-S-I-N-G. You know, when people going, I hope he don't make it. I hope he die. I hope he get arrested. I hope he go to the penitentiary for his life. I hope somebody kill him. Them is cursings. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it do work on certain people, and sometimes it just don't work on people because people up under covenant. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to be up under covenant, because people really low key be behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, praying on your downfall. You know, to pray means to request. You see what I'm saying? And so you got to understand too that Satan is a god too. So that's why when the Bible say that there are many gods, you see what I'm saying? Which God is you praying to? Because you could be praying to one of the fallen angels. They made themselves gods. You see what I'm saying? And so when you praying to them, you're praying, requesting, making a request. You know, that's why when you know, somebody, you know what I'm saying, practicing voodoo or hoodoo, you know what I'm saying, when they do a ritual, that is a prayer. That is making a request and paying homage to the deity or the entity which they are calling upon to fulfill the act. You see what I'm saying? So that is a prayer, a request. That's why somebody, when they want to do something bad to you, but they don't want to get caught, you know what I'm saying, they'll go to a witch doctor or a doctor, and then, you know what I'm saying, ask the witch doctor, you know what I'm saying, to do a ritual. That is a request. And the witch doctor reports back to Satan, which is one of the fallen angels, the entities, where they open up the portals to the demonic realm, because you always need blood. You see what I'm saying? He that have clean hands and a pure heart, who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity, wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Out here chasing dreams and never fulfilling them. You know what I'm saying? Only for a little while, and then they vanish. That's why the word says, you know what I'm saying, when you don't live according to the word, it's like a hole in your pocket. I don't know exactly where it is. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know exactly where it is. I think it's in one of the major prophets. Hold on just a second. I ain't gonna look for that. But now you catch my drift though. So let me go back over here to so it says Strong's Hebrew 6662, 6662, Tzaddek, which is one of the Hebrew words, just, righteous. Sweep away the righteous with the wicked. Wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Int. Indeed, sweep the righteous with the wicked. Genesis. Strong's exhaustive concordance, unjust, unrighteous, wicked, intensive form, avail, evil. So when it says the unjust or the unrighteous, it is talking about the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So you see, those are the terms in English. So they have many different terms. Morally is what it is. Evil, morally, unjust, unrighteous, wicked. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's so important, because Hebrew is the foundation. You see what I'm saying? Like Yahusha is our rock, Torah is our rock. You know, Torah was written in Hebrew. That's why we revert back to Hebrew. Strong's Hebrew 7451, adversity. You know, which we know that Hasatan is the adversary, which is the root word of adversity. You see what I'm saying? Is adversary, judges. 923, bad temper, ethically bad, evil, wicked. Now it's a difference. The Bible says be angry and sin not, because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you know, because of certain behaviors, you know what I'm saying, that has gone unchecked, you know what I'm saying, you know, people do things to other people that cause them to, you know, lash out. Sometimes, you know, we try to hold it in, you know, and try not to say nothing and just allow you to, you know, project. But at the same time, you know, sometimes people have had enough. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm just trying to basically show you the difference. That's it. You know what I mean? So, bad tempered, that's different from somebody who, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that stuff. Nigga, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nigga, I'm gonna beat that dude. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do, you know, then opposed to somebody who's quiet in the world, and then, you know, you have people picking on him, and then when he lash out, then it becomes a problem. You see what I'm saying? When he get angry, because he knows that, you know what I'm saying, that all men have sinned and fallen short of the glory. But everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, poke, you know what I'm saying, and then that person this go for anybody. This ain't got nothing to do with me, just me. I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, a lot of people do things to people, and then, you know, when that person take action and do something, then, you know what I'm saying, they want to play victim. Strong's Hebrew, that's just like, you know what I'm saying, I was looking at this this thing the other day where this I think I was on IG or something like that, looking at a reel or something. And there was this guy had posted up a reel where this guy was in Walmart, and I guess he was having, you know, a problem with his woman or something like that. And so this man went to try to be, you know, I don't want to say Captain Savior. You know, in some instances he was doing the right thing, because, you know, us as men, you know, and the woman being the weaker link, we shouldn't do that. But sometimes, you know, women put themselves in the position of a man, hollering all at a man, disrespecting a man. But I don't know the case, so I can't really speak on it. But at the same time, what I'm saying is that the man's wife told him not to go over there. And despite what his wife told him, the wisdom that his wife gave him, he still went over there and tried to interfere in somebody else's business, and the man shot him dead. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why it's so important for people to mind their own business. You see what I'm saying? You know, I mean, granted, there is some instances where, you know, you do need to get in, you know what I'm saying? But then there's some instances where, you know what I'm saying, you need to mind your own business, because some people, you know, they make those choices on their own. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times that woman, probably family and friends and stuff, probably came to her and telling her, you need to leave that dude alone. And, you know, because we so toxic, you know what I'm saying, she goes back to the dude because we want to be with Tyrone. You know, because that's what we grew up in, toxicity. And so that's all we know. And so that's all we want to be around, because we think it's love to accept somebody back that's doing us wrong. And it's not, you know what I'm saying? You know, but you can't help who you love. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you have to wisen up when somebody try to tell you something, and, you know, for the right reasons, not for, you know, their own self-gain, because they just want to mess with your man or something, or whatever the case may be, or mess with your woman or whatever. But for the right reasons, like, you know what I'm saying, man, I wish growing up, you know, like, me, I'm the type of person, you just got to tell me straightforward. You can't beat around the bush, you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm going to do the same, you know what I'm saying? If me and my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, knocking down the same female he don't know, I'm going to tell him, like, man, yeah, I'm knocking her down too. You know what I'm saying? That's your girl? yeah, I'm knocking her down too. You know what I'm saying? But I have had it to where, you know what I'm saying, I have been messing with little broads, excuse me, females, women, and you know what I'm saying. Some years later, I see my homeboy messing with one of my tight homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, boy, y'all, I just be like, man, I would never do them like that. You know what I'm saying? Just me personally, I would never do them like that. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, when people do you so wrong, you know, you know, you try to get even. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the scriptures is about. You know, it's not taking revenge. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be a whole lot of times, you know, certain things happen to me and I wanted to get revenge. You know what I'm saying? But that's why the Most High has showed me mercy and allowed me to still stay here, because there was instances where I could have got revenge and where I could have, you know what I'm saying, spoke up on certain things, and I didn't, because, you know what I'm saying, I just took the beating. You see what I'm saying? I just took the stripes. Like, Usha, when you know, he took the stripes for our sins that we could be healed right before he went to the cross. It's the same thing. That when they say you really, you know, are you really walking with him? You know what I'm saying? It's real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, it's real, man. You know what I'm saying? It cuts deep when people say certain things about you, whether true or not. You know what I'm saying? You know, it cut real deep. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called sarcasm. Even though they're being sarcastic, you see what I'm saying? If you go look up the word sarcastic, it really means to cut the flesh. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, you have to be careful. That's why when they say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt. That's the idiom, and it's a lie. You see, you know what I'm saying? Because words do hurt people. You see what I'm saying? You know, and that's why, you know, I'm learning now how to be careful with the words that I speak. You know what I'm saying? So that I don't offend people, you know, who living in sin, and they think that I'm just coming at them because they coming at me. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming at you. I'm doing this because I look, because for your soul. That's why. Because I care for your soul. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing it. And for no other reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it to get back at you or to, you know what I'm saying, get revenge or talk about you or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, sometimes we just don't know the difference from right and wrong, because nobody ever showed us and told us the difference from right and wrong. You see what I'm saying? And you can be a grown man in your 30s and 40s and not know that the things that you're doing is wrong. You know what I'm saying? You could be doing things late into your 30s and 40s and 50s that are wrong, you know, that you didn't know because nobody ever taught you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, you know, I feel like it's my purpose, you know what I'm saying, because of the things that I've been through, to go back and teach someone who probably didn't know. You see what I'm saying? So Strong's Hebrew excuse me. Strong's Hebrew 5753 amiss. So now when you go in the Bible and it says you have not because you have not, and because when you ask amiss, this is why you don't have. Because you're asking for crooked purposes, to commit iniquity, to pervert, do perversity, to trouble, you know, exturn, do wickedly, do wrong. So that's what it means. See how you getting the understanding now? You see what I'm saying? Amiss. You know, that's why you don't, the Most High not answering your prayers. You know, it's a difference from the Most High not answering your prayers because, you know, people have put a curse on you to keep you in poverty. And whereas, you know what I'm saying, you're not receiving because you see, because, you know, you're asking amiss, because when you ask for that new car or you ask for that new house, you're asking, you know, so that you can go brag about it, so that you can go make somebody feel lesser because they don't have what you have. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to be aware, because sometimes even the devil or the adversary, even Satan, gives you gifts. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, even Satan, presents himself as an angel of light. That's why he was called Lucifer, the son of the morning. You see what I'm saying? So Strong's Hebrew 7489, to be evil, bad, nice, exhaustive concordance word, origin, demon, denominative. Excuse me, I'm stumbling over that word. Denominative. Verb from a definition, to be evil, bad. Act wickedly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. But whenever you get the time, just go look up some of these words. You know what I mean? And here go one. Strong's Hebrew 4284. The letter devised by Haman, the son, Esther 925, that his wicked scheme, device. So when it says a device, be not, what does the word say? It says, be not deceived of the devil's devices, which he devised. You see what I'm saying? And so, what is a device, man? Like, man, some things in the moment it seem good, and I'm gonna close with this. Some things in the moment it seem good, you know what I'm saying? But in the end, you know what I'm saying, it brings regret. You know what I mean? And so, man, I pray that, I was able to help someone. You, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Again, be looking out for my new channel, Melchizedek, Fraternal Order of Priesthood. Shalom. Peace and blessings.